Greetings, this is Spec Ops 56 coming to you from my 2016 container vegetable garden, and this will be my first update. I'm making this update because you can see some of my seedlings that were small when I planted them, they're still small. They haven't really grown much in the 3 weeks since I planted them out here. So what I decided to do was to put together a booster feed tonic that I'm going to give them that hopefully will jumpstart them and get them growing a little bit better. But I'm also going to be using this also a general feeding tonic for all the vegetables. So I'll be giving everything a little bit of it. Now, first of all, I can't take credit for the recipe for this tonic. I got them from the old books by Jerry Baker, a fellow used to be called America's Master Gardener. Used to have TV shows, and he did a lot of books like this on making different solutions to take care of different things in your garden as well as other things. So, and I've got several of them. This one specifically for pest control, ways to control your pests without resorting to harsh chemical pesticides. Great Green Book of Garden Secrets. He's got a bunch of them, and there's a lot of crossover in here, but each one has some stuff in it the other one doesn't. So I'm going to make up what I'm calling a booster tonic. He calls it his all-purpose feeding tonic, and it's just made up of regular household type of things that and it makes it really cheap. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make up the amount for the 20-gallon recipe. Now, what he normally does with this is when you get it mixed up, you put it into a 20-gallon hose-in sprayer, and then you spray them down. Okay. Well, I don't have a hose-in sprayer, and B, I want to try to see if it'll give it a better boost if I put it directly in my watering bottles there, where it will go straight down to the roots. So I'm going to go ahead and put together in this jug here the amounts that you would normally put in the 20-gallon sprayer, and then I'm going to dilute that in a 3-gallon bucket with water. I'll just compensate as far as the amounts go, and I'm going to water them, and we'll see how it works. So now, first things first. First thing you want is a beer. Now, normally you'd use a 12-ounce can for this. I couldn't find a 12-ounce can, so I'm just going to use this 16-ounce can. And as I understand it from Jerry Baker, the beer is sort of the basis for this tonic. That it has a lot of good stuff in it, vitamins and such that the plants need, and that this will help with the other ingredients. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour this on in. A little more beer never hurt anybody. Certainly won't hurt the plants. Okay, and I'll recycle that later on. Okay, now I have to refer to my recipe here. That's 12 ounces of beer. Then you want 8 ounces of ammonia. The ammonia gives it a nitrogen boost. Just bought this, so yeah. Now what I'm using here for measuring is one of the old scoops from a jug of protein powder. I've measured it as far as liquid, and it's just a little under 4 ounces. So this isn't mixing rocket fuel for the space shuttle, so I'm not too terribly concerned. Okay, that's one. 2 of these. Should do the trick. Maybe a little bit more. That ought to do it. And then you want to put in 4 ounces of liquid dishwashing soap. You could also use baby shampoo. Now the soap does several things. It softens up the soil. It also, especially when you're doing it by the foliar feed method, you're spraying it. It does a good job of cleaning off any pollutants that are on your leaves, and also the bugs don't like it. So we're going to put in 4 ounces of this. Oh, and as a bonus, if you use the kind that's lemon scented, most bugs don't like the scent of lemons. So that's an extra bonus. This just happens to be what my wife had sitting over by the kitchen sink. I have no idea what scent that it is. Orange scent. Well, maybe that'll help. Okay, next we want to put in 4 ounces of plant food, liquid plant food. Now I'm using some of this fish fertilizer, liquid fish fertilizer that I had left over from last year. And this is not the best smelling stuff in the world. And it ain't the best looking stuff in the world either. Yeah, it looks pretty much like what it is. So I'll be rinsing this out momentarily. In fact, I'll do that now. What I like about Jerry Baker and his books and videos is the fact that everything he uses is natural, it's organic, it isn't going to hurt you, it isn't going to hurt the plants, and it's cheap, and it seems to work. So I highly recommend his books. Next thing, we're going to put in some molasses, or you could use corn syrup. This is one I also just bought. The purpose of this is to give the plants the sugar that they want, because plants love sugar. And so we'll put 4 ounces of this in. I decided to go with the dark molasses because I can use that, what's left that I don't use in the garden, I can use in the kitchen for baking stuff and that sort of thing. So, waste not, want not. Now, all we need to do, mix this up real good. All right. got a 3-gallon bucket of water here. I've got it up to the 2.5 gallon level just to make it easier for me, because I had figured out the amounts for a 5-gallon bucket. So now I'll just do a little quick mental math. You'll have to wait, so I'll know how much to put in for 2.5 gallons to get the right dilution. So this is so it should be 4 ounces. Yep, 4 ounces worth. Okay, should give me the right dilution. And a little more, just because I can. All right, and I'll just save the rest of this for the next time I go to feed it. He recommends feeding your plants with this tonic every 3 weeks. He recommends that you do it before noon. So we need to get a move on here. I'm going to first put it in the smaller plant. I'm just going to put some each, regular amount of watering, so it can get right to the roots, and hopefully we'll give these little seedlings the boost that they need. Okay. Raspberry plant doesn't seem to be growing real fast, so let's probably use a little. And you can use this on flowers as well, but I'm letting my flowers take care of themselves. I don't plan to eat the flowers. Alright, well, that takes care of about half of my plants. And I'll make up another batch, another bucket full, and feed the rest of my garden. That's about it for this one. I will update you later on when and if I see some results from this booster tonic. And until then, this is Spec Ops 56 and my cameraman and faithful Indian companion John Doe saying happy gardening.